You're trying to find.
Wait. So now you tell me, what does even as we are one mean? Can you now? Do you understand linguistic clues?
Sorry?
Even as we are one means what?
Means
just as, so shall you be.
Come back.
I don't speak to hecklers like you.
Whatever. Simple.
Well, whatever.
As there is a hypostasis between the Father and the Son.
Jay,
and the
come here. I don't speak to hecklers.
Christ is saying that he wants a unification that is prevalent.
Why do they need three people?
To be the same as
Explain to me, just as you are one, you will also be one with us.
I just told you.
What does it mean?
I told you.
One in us.
What does it mean?
One in us. One in us. Meaning, implying that Christ and the Father are foundational. But
There you go.
And how will they be one again? How will they be one?
You still have to explain how it's one.
No, how will they be one again? Jay, they will be one as Father and the Son are one, right?
So, and they'll be one in Him.
One second. Would the disciples be one?
17, 22.
Okay.
Jay.
Mansur. Conclusion that it's based on purpose.
So it's in divinity, is it?
Yes.
Explain.
So how many divine beings are in your one God?
Just the God.
That's a different question. You're changing.
No, because it says very clearly. There are so many. You know what?
Don't run.
I'm not talking to you.
Stay right here.
I'm not talking to you.
Everyone,
Jay,
this is John
explain
14,
to me
14.
when somebody says,
14, 13. It says,
As what?
whatever you ask in my name, this I will
My
do,
interpretation,
that the
can you tell him to shut up
Father
and I
may be
can talk?
glorified in the Son. If
Tell him to shut
you
up so I can
ask
talk.
me anything in my name, I will do it. Who's talking? Jesus. So, it is worth remembering.
Are you going to do that or not?
When Christ calls himself one with God,
Are you going to tell him to keep quiet so I can tell you?
Is one in a foundational way with God.
Can we hear you?
Sorry.
Good, Jay.
Can we hear your answer?
When somebody says, I'll tell you my basis of my interpretation. When somebody says we are one, many people are one with God.
Okay.
Either it means one in divinity,
Right?
or it means one in purpose.
Really? Okay. So
If you think,
one person.
if you think,
Allah is one.
if you
Am I
think,
one in the same way Allah is?
how can I
No.
talk
Easy.
if your heckler interrupts all the time?
Yeah,
I'm saying John 17, 22, 23.
So I'm telling you again once again.
That's what you're saying.
When we find a sentence constructed in such way, linguistically, just as I am the Father one, so you will also be one with us. The oneness is the same because of the linguistic clue here. If you didn't understand English, you should go to the Greek and perhaps you will get understanding.
It says in us, not with us, in us. What does that mean? In us, not with. In.
The Father, here,
In us.
Small n.
that they may be
What
one.
does that mean?
I cannot talk when a heckler
Yeah, you
keeps
can.
interrupting.
Go ahead.
So you tell him
You're a big boy.
to keep quiet. Right.
All right.
Father art in me and I in thee. What does it mean? Both one. Father in the Father, the Son in the Father, Father in the Son. And what does it say about the disciples? That you will be one in us.
Yeah, but you said with.
So that makes Christ and the Father foundational.
No, that makes the oneness includes Father, Son, and who else?
No. They're the foundation.
Wait.
They're the foundation.
Jay.
It says in us.
Father and Son is within them, right? Within each other. And he includes the disciples within it. How many people now within this oneness?
Not in the same way. Simple.
What do you mean by that?
So he still needs
Same verse. Why are we beating around the bush when it's obvious? Only Christians with their twisted mentality cannot see that. I give you a homework. You take this
I'm
verse.
going to give you some homework.
Hey,
Go
Jay,
read John
I am
14,
asking you
14.
kindly.
That comes before John 17,
When you
20.
go-
And why? Explain to me why, for some reason, Jesus says you can pray to him. Why is that? Because he's God.
Okay, do you want to come over here? So I'm going to talk to him. No, because I can talk to him.
Hi,
Right.
I'm here.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, no?
With a heckler. So Jay, listen.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, take this statement in English language. If you prefer the original Greek from your manuscripts, no problem, right? Take it to an English professor, language professor, and ask them, the construction, just as I and the Father are one, you and me, I and in you, you the disciples, Jay, he keeps talking on my ears. Why are you Christians so insecure?
Allah himself says.
Why are you Christians so insecure? Tell him to shut up.
Besides
Go on.
Allah and
Because
the
he's
Messiah.
buzzing in my ears.
Okay, make this your
So now,
last sentence and I'll-
okay, fine. So my request to you,
And the Messiah.
my request to you is simple. You go to an English language professor
English language.
who is not a Muslim, so he's not going to give
If
you
you
a
don't
Muslim.
mind, pull out Surah 931. Pull it out. If you don't mind.
Let me hear.
Jay. If you are so insecure, okay.
Now we're appealing to English. Like this.
Can you shut up?
You shut up.
Thank you. Because you are shutting up. You need to shut up because you're a heckler.
Whatever, Mansur.
Whatever. So insecure.
Surah 931. They take their rabbis
Look at this.
and their monks
Are you going to tell him off or
for
not?
lords apart from Allah and also
Eh?
the Messiah. Take it to
No, you just connect properly here.
Allah
It's
is
a loose
divine
meaning.
and the Messiah is divine, and therefore you should be worshiping Allah and the Messiah.
Do you
as
understand?
opposed to the
Do you
rabbis.
wanna-
My request to you is very simple.
Go and
You take that statement
okay.
to someone who is an authority in English language.
Like
If you prefer to take the original Greek, go to a Greek professor in the Greek language and ask them in the construct, linguistic construct, in which something says like this: just as I and the Father are one, you will also be likewise one with us.
Lies, that's not what it says.
Is this
The word
construct?
likewise was only used there.
Is this construct even? Yeah.
How do you get the
If
word
it-
likewise?
even, just as I and even.
Bitter, that's what he's doing.
Look at as many translations as you want.
But
Just
you
as
wanna-
I, so you will be. Right?
Jews through 931.
So, see how insecure he is.
That part.
Jay,
Because linguistically,
did you understand my
grouping Allah and the Messiah.
I
request?
should go and check the Greek you said on it. But I don't know.
Subhanallah.
You said something along
The reason why you are unable to hear is because of your Christian heckler
Language.
preventing you from listening and comprehending it.
What it means.
Do you understand?
Likewise.
Keep it short. So,
I have kept it short, but you've missed it. Do you know why you missed it? Because of this interruption.
Okay.
So you tell him off nicely.
okay, let him finish.
Oh, really? Fine, okay.
Finish it.
Good.
Don't run, man.
So go to a linguistic authority. Take the English translation of the Bible or the Greek translation of the Bible. Go to the relevant linguistic authority, professors of Greek or English. Ask them the construction of these verses, where Jesus is saying, just as I and the Father are one, you will also be one with us. Does this oneness he's referring to, he is referring to the same oneness, or is it different? I am saying, in English as well as in the Greek, it talks about the same oneness. Every sensible individual who reads without a religious bias, a Christian religious bias, would see that black and white clearly, without any ambiguity. Without any ambiguity. You can prove me wrong by going to those linguistic authority and come back whenever you can. The week after, the month after, the year after, God willing, if I'm still alive, I will remember this conversation and I will take what you have brought from the linguistic authorities and see how they have understood it. If they agree with me, then you have to really wake up to churches, misguidance, deceptions, trickery and lies. That is my point. Because the church is keeping you, feeding you lies and deception and continuous. No. What I'm saying is, no, this is the implication. If my interpretation is right,
You're saying that I'm assuming. Okay.
backed by your linguistic authority.
Okay, let me respond.
Wait. Did you hear what I said? If my interpretation is correct,
That this one
backed,
is in terms of
backed,
purpose.
wait,
That's what you're saying.
backed by the linguistic authorities, where the oneness is the same, then your interpretation, of course, is wrong and faulty. Do you accept that?
Okay, so let me respond to
Well,
that.
no.
There's nothing to respond. You have to go and do the homework and come back.
Okay, so
Yeah?
you wouldn't hear me. Okay, fine.
Wait, no.
What's there to hear?
I'm like,
Because I'm referring you.
Exactly.
this should be seen as law.
Read it again.
They take their rabbis and their monks for their lords, apart from Allah and also the Messiah, son of Mary, whereas they were commanded to worship none and the one true God. There is no two. No, yeah, pull it up.
No.
Realistically, Mansur,
Nine. What are you reading?
9 verse
931.
Sorry, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because linguistically,
No.
all Muslims are
So
worshiping Jesus.
tell me. No. Wait, slow down. Now tell me.
In your Quran.
I'm curious.
Okay. Now, what did you read?
No worries. There you go. Actually, no,
What did you read?
I'll do one better.
Have you forgotten already?
Here. There's a
No,
bunch
I
of
want you to tell me.
translations of it.
I'm
Here you
Go ahead, tell me.
There you go.
No, I want you to read the text.
No.
What are you reading now?
He's asking the question now.
No,
what are you reading?
Chapter 9, verse 31.
Good.
Chapter
Read.
9. They have taken their scholars and their monks as lords besides Allah, and also the Messiah, the son of Mary, and they were not commanded to worship one. They were not commanded except to worship one God, for there's no deity except exalted is He above, whatever they associate with Him.
Sure.
But it looks like
what?
He's saying, aside from Allah and the Messiah, the issue is that they have taken their scholars and monks as Lord. So it's associating Allah with the Messiah, is it not?
They have taken.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
No, I don't have to interpret anything. I'm going to read the text. So they have taken the rabbis and the monks. Yeah. Go on, read mine.
As lords, as monks, as well as they are taking their rabbis and their monks as well as the Christ, son of Mary. Yeah, but that.
But
that goes
As
against.
well as, it's not in Arabic, it's like.
Sorry?
As well as not in Arabic.
Hang on. What? Go on, read mine.
Yeah, but why is it twisted the other way around?
What do you mean twisted? It's the understanding of the text.
No.
So don't tell me it's twisted. It's the understanding of the text.
Twisted in the sense that.
Oh, now you're going to tell me this twisted?
So,
Do you understand Arabic?
if you look, all of these people understand Arabic, and
I
they
said-
all take it as Allah
I just brought-
and the Messiah. Simple.
Jay, read mine. Have I just made a translation myself?
No, but yeah.
Yeah, what?
From there,
From what? There?
there is bundling Christ with rabbis and monks.
Who's doing that? Me or the translator?
Yeah, the translator, whoever they are.
Right. So now, what's the problem? Read my translation and what's the problem?
Your translation, they've taken their rabbis and monks and the Christ as their Lord besides God.
Yeah, any issues
But then
to
in
that?
this translation, well, the issue is that it conflicts with this translation. when
Well, there you
they
go.
have
So
taken
now you
themselves-
realize translation.
They have taken them.
Good, Jay. You've highlighted a very good principle.
Don't let him run. Don't let him run. Don't let him run.
Jay,
So what does the Arabic
wait,
actually say?
Jay, you've highlighted. Are you
Tell
listening?
him to go find an
Do you not have a brain
authority
to think
that
for your
will
own
then
self?
give him a plain reading of the text and then agree that it's not bundling together Allah and the Messiah. Go.
Jay,
No, wait, let me do it the microwave.
Jay,
Mansur,
are you
go
going to use your
and
brains and speak
find
to me,
an
or are you going to be spoon-fed by this heckler?
who will agree
Right, but I can't hear anything from you.
reading of
I can't hear anything from you. Don't speak.
That
Don't
you
speak.
get the idea that Allah and the Messiah are
Come here,
not
come
being
here.
grouped together as partners.
Now come here,
in
please,
Islam.
because I can't hear anything from you. All I hear is a heckler
Mansur,
just
go
making
home and do some
buzzwords.
homework.
Yeah.
And find me an English authority
What?
who believes that this verse is not saying that
Are you
Allah
gonna
and the
talk or are you
Messiah
gonna not talk?
are now partners in divinity.
Do you have a
Find me
brain
that.
that you can have a conversation
I do
with
have a
me?
brain, man.
Or you need to have
Why don't you
fed
have a brain?
by a heckler? Another heckler.
Again.
Another heckler.
So,
Okay.
don't forget, the Quran
I give you one more chance. Go and tell me. One chance. You got one more chance.
We'll have this another time.
Good. Okay. We'll speak again. But as you realize, you highlighted a principle. When the interpretation or translations differ, we have to go where? To the original language. Do you agree? That's why, Jay, I told you, if you are not happy with the English translation of the Bible, you take the Greek. You take the Greek. You take the Greek, and you go and ask. Okay? آخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
IslamNet is establishing the first of its kind mega mosque, think about that, and Dawah Center in Norway. If you donate to support this cause on behalf of your parents, Allah will inshallah build a home for them in Jannah. Because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whoever builds a mosque for Allah, Allah will build a house for him in Jannah. So you can inshallah help your parents earn the eternal home in paradise right now by clicking the link below.